Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Habib Ali and I am an ICT tutor by profession. Welcome back to another lesson. So in today's lesson we are going to be learning about how to use the subtraction formula in Excel. Okay, so we are going to be using this spreadsheet which we have started creating together, if you remember, all the way back from lesson 1 or lesson 2. So if you do want a copy of this exact same file, lesson number 9, subtraction formula, I have left a link for you in the description section, so feel free to click on the link and this will take you directly to my website where you can download the same copy of this file. So let's go ahead and look at today's question. The question is asking us to work out the profit for each of the trips by subtracting the maintenance cost from the revenue. Okay, sounds pretty straightforward to be honest, so let's have a look. So I have added a couple of new columns on the spreadsheet from the last lesson that you have followed. I've added the maintenance cost column and I have also added the profit column here. So today's plan is to work out the profit that we have made by having or for each one of these trips. So we are going to obviously have the profit calculated in this particular column. So the first one we are going to work out the profit is for the quad bike safari. So let's have a quick analysis of the data that we have in front of us. We've got the trips, we've got the maintenance cost, the price per person, different sales made over different months, the total sales that we have made, the revenue that was made and the average trip sales, and then we also calculated some average and some minimum and some maximum sales that was made and the number of trips available. However, for today's lesson we don't really need any other data except the maintenance cost and the revenue that was made. So these are the two sets of data we actually need. The first particular calculation that we are going to work out in the cell M4 is the maintenance cost, which is 3,000, and the revenue value is 8,875. Now you have to be careful when you are doing subtraction formulas, just to make sure that you do get the numbers or the cells in the right order. If you get them in the incorrect order, your profit will be incorrect, I'm afraid, and you could ultimately say, for example, you are working for a big company or even a small company, you could actually make them go bust if you were to be in charge of their accounts. So please do be very careful when you are doing subtraction formulas, and you will understand what I mean by this. I will give you an example. So as any of the formulas or calculations, we always start with the equal sign. So when we have the equal sign, we now need to tell Excel, okay, what is the cell that we are going to use, and then subtract another cell from it. In this particular example, we need to have a revenue first because this is the cell where we will be subtracting the maintenance cost from. So we need 8,875, but remember, we don't type in the value, we always type in the cell reference. So in this case it is K4. It's not so visible here, so feel free to look in the formula bar for the rest of these calculations. So equals K4, and after that all we have to do is press the minus sign. After the minus sign, you simply press this cell here for the maintenance cost, which is B4. But again, remember, you can either type it in or you can use the mouse and simply click in the cell like so, and Excel will give us B4, a bit more clear here in the formula bar. Once you have done that, you simply press enter, and let's see what value we get. Well, we get 5,875. Now, which is correct because it is a simple calculation. 8,875 minus 3,000 will actually equal 5,875. Now what I'm going to do is delete this and give you an example as to what you shouldn't do or how you should be careful when you are doing subtraction formulas. So equals, now if by error I initially selected the maintenance first before the revenue cell, and like I said, this will be incorrect, so let's see what we get. So maintenance cost is B4, and then if I put my minus in, I'm telling Excel, okay, from the maintenance cost I want you to subtract revenue. So if I put in the revenue now and press enter, I get a minus 5,875 pounds. Now you can see the massive difference in this if you were to get this subtraction formula the wrong way around. So please do remember this, make a note, write it down, and practice this by doing the rest of the subtraction formulas individually and see what you get. The more you type in, the better you will understand any formula or function when you are learning at the beginning. So what I'm going to do, however, is I'm not going to type in the rest of them, but as you have learned in the previous lessons, is I'm going to copy or replicate this value into the rest. And remember, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can use the fill handle here at the bottom right hand side, click and drag it, or you can simply move your mouse over the fill handle on the bottom right hand side over that square till you get this lovely fine cross, and if you double click, it will automatically filter all the way through. Now you can see, because I got the first one wrong, I have replicated all the incorrect subtraction formulas into the other cells to work out all the profit that was made for all the different trips. However, if I go back to the top one and correct this one, so if I do equals the revenue first and then minus the maintenance cost, and if I press enter and I go ahead to the top one again and simply double click to replicate and populate the rest of the cells, Excel will automatically correct every single one of those cells. So this is how you do a subtraction formula. It's very simple, to be honest. However, you just have to be careful that you do get the correct cells in the correct order. Otherwise, simple as that. So this is the end of today's lesson. So please don't forget to like and share this lesson with your friends and family so they can also benefit from my free lessons. And also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so, and hit that bell notification so that you will be notified of any new lessons that I create. And take care of yourself, and I shall see you over in the next lesson.